Hello and welcome to You, and You. I'm the Budget Boss, and today we are going to be talking about emergency funds. Yes, and yes. We are going to talk about how do we start it, how much should it be, and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. Welcome back. So we're talking about emergency funds. We're going to start off with how much money should you have in your emergency fund. So a good rule of thumb is to have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in your emergency fund. Now this is going to depend on some different things according to your specific situation, depending on what type of job you have, the type of industry you work in, and also your personal tolerance for risk. Are you a risky person? Are you like, I need to keep it safe? Just depending on how well you handle risk is also going to depend on how much you're going to put into that fund. And also, if you have dual incomes, if you have two people bringing in an income versus just a single income, less predictable job situation, then your emergency fund should be a little bit larger to safeguard you in case of anything with your income stream for any given month. How much? 3 to 6 months is the rule of thumb, and it depends on your situation. Next, where do you keep these funds? First off, they're funds that's for emergencies. It should be somewhere liquid or easy to access, such as a savings account, a money market account, a short-term certificate of deposit or CD account. You want to make sure that you can get to these funds quickly and without penalty. We don't want to have an emergency and then have to pay fees to get to our funds to cover the emergency. Ensuring you use something that is liquid and penalty free. Next, using the funds. The use of the funds should be for a genuine emergency, something that you have pre-set down and said, you know what, this is what we would consider an emergency. You can't account for everything. Generally, like, oh, if something happened to your water tank, with your vehicle, medical expense comes up, unexpected expenses that come up, not planned expenses. Always make sure we say what that looks like ahead of time so that you are clear on, okay, yes, this is an emergency fund type situation. Making sure you have a plan for those unexpected expenses and what those look like ahead of time. Building and maintaining the fund. So setting up a goal as far as how much do I want this fund to be based on my situation and the rule of thumb. How much are those monthly contributions or weekly or however you split out your budget? What do those look like? And can you set up auto-save type of plan from your check to go into this account that you will have set aside for your emergencies so that you don't even have to think about it? It's automatically done. It'll be done for you ahead of time and cut back on that risk of you not putting the funds aside. So build and maintain, have a goal, have disciplined contributions to your fund. Lastly, adjusting and reassessing. When you have the birth of a child, or you get married, or you change your jobs, you need to take another look at your fund to see if it still fits your current situation. Make more money, or if you have more expenses, do you need to increase it? Or you have more children, do you need to increase it? Just taking into account any changes in your life situation. The bottom line is, when you have an emergency fund, it is supposed to be there to help you feel financially stable, even in a challenging financial situation. Make sure that you consider starting an emergency fund. Even if you say, I'm gonna just save $5 per check, $10 per check, and start building this fund. Start somewhere. The first step forward is the first step. If you have one, reassess it and make sure it still fits your lifestyle, how you are living now. That is what I have for emergency funds. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and join our community of money masters and budget bosses, and say it with me now. I'm a budget boss. I'm a budget boss. See you later.